Hello everyone, I'm recording for you an experimental format of stories. I want to tell you about how I shoot myself at home, what equipment I use, what hacks I have, basically everything about the inner process of shooting, and to talk about my project Deep Gaze. Let's go! Of course, the most popular question, what camera do I use? And that camera is the Sony ZV-E10. It's pretty lightweight, but with the Tamron 1770 lens, it becomes heavy. But they are enough for all my shootings. And the second thing we need is a tripod. That's basically all we need for shooting at home. Let's move on to the hacks. Those who've been following me for a long time know that I've been living for almost 2.5 years in a state of moving. Hello? But nevertheless, and rather thanks to quite uncomfortable conditions to create, I can create in any conditions. And now I will share with you hacks on how to create interesting shots when you have just this amount of space. In short, how to create thanks to and not in spite of. My very favorite rule is composition. Working with composition can have a huge number of variations. That's a bit dark? Oh, that's better. The coolest thing you can find in your apartment, in any apartment, are frames that create your doorways, windows. You can place your characters in these frames. I often use this technique in my videos. Framing is very common in my videos because I often shoot at home. And at home, there is a frame, there a frame again, and there a frame again. And all of this can be very creatively played out. Have you ever thought about what composition is? Yes, you'll say. It's a rule about arranging objects to make it beautiful. But what if I tell you that this judgment is a huge misconception? When you understand how composition works, when you understand that composition is the meaningful connections of objects and composition carries meaning, your works reach a radically new qualitative level. Listen, I've decided to record a video message for you because I'm sitting here watching in wild delight. Just a little thing and it feels like the whole film is ready. I just want to say big thanks to Kate and everyone who worked on the course because listen, it seems like I just took my phone, set it up in my room and shot something there, but because we went through all these levels, you shoot at home with minimal effort, then you watch it and think, wow, that's what I can do? What if I put a little more effort? In short, this is a top lesson. The main feature of composition is the inability to remove anything from the frame and the inability to replace anything. Dear friends, for those who want to join the Deep Gaze course, please follow the link in description to this video. When shooting videos, never turn on the overhead light. Even if you really want to. Turn on floor lamps, twinkly lights, candles, use natural light from windows, wall lamps, anything. A flashlight, but not overhead light. Another very simple yet effective hack, especially for portrait photography, is to place the light slightly at the angle from yourself. Right now, I'm illuminated by a window that is not directly in front of my face, but slightly to the side. Also, I have twinkly lights in the background, and let's see what happens if I remove this twinkly light. Look at what a huge difference it makes now. This light is called to be visible and it is good for recording simple stories or chatting with you like this in a vlog format. When it comes to artistic expression of thoughts, working with light requires a slightly more complex approach. Light should shape and create mood, atmosphere and tell your story, not just illuminate what is in the shot. We also learn to work with light very carefully at deep gaze. We not only analyze how light works, we not only learn to understand the nature of light and the, so to speak, fundamental principles of working with light, but I also share a bunch of my hacks and techniques for working with different types of lighting at home. I show shots from my videos, break down how the light was set up, what mood it creates, basically how you can apply it right after reading this material and watching the lecture. When I first started making self-portraits, shooting myself, I didn't dream or plan to make money from it at all, not at all. It was during quarantine in 2020 and I just needed something to do, and I realized that I enjoyed creating different roles, trying them on myself, creating locations in my small apartment and just shooting myself on my phone, on iPhone 7. It captivated me so much that 3 years later I started working with a huge number of fashion brands, and honestly I dreamed about it, but somewhere deep down, and this dream seemed so huge that I didn't take it seriously. I was captivated by creating self-portraits and developed in terms of developing my skill, coming up with ideas, being an art director, as well as developing my technical skill, that is the quality of the image, and I continue to move forward. All students have absolutely different goals. Some come for themselves, just to learn, just because, just to feel cool in life and be able to create something with their own hands. Some come to learn how to work with clients. We have a very strong blog on idea development. Honestly, I believe that, at least on Instagram for sure, there is no better program that can teach you how to generate ideas, express your thoughts, find your unique visual style for those who want to create and who understand that creation is primarily here in your head and here in your heart. And for example, many people come to us to learn how to write scripts for clients, brands, bloggers, to be script writers.
She wanted to leave hundreds of stories, real and fictional, so no one knows what is true and what is fiction. There were always texts of fashion books in her house. She always liked to look at magazines and the collection of famous designers. She likes modeling and fashion photography. In these things, she was attracted to glass, but this wasn't a part of her identity, if only by a small percentage. At the same time, she likes destruction, mistakes, and naturalness, as well as commonness, ugliness, and absurdity.
People come just to shoot high-quality content for their blog, so that advertisers and other creators will reach out to them for collaborations.
Ладно, хочешь домой, я провожу. Хочешь дружить, я с радостью. Хочешь любить, я со всей страстью. Не хочешь, ладно, я только за. Вот только громче стало гроза.
The most important secret of shooting, I believe that at the shooting stage you need to know exactly how you will edit this material. I know at the shooting stage of any video how it will be edited later, and from this I know what and how I need to shoot.
As the ancient said, with a good script you can make a bad movie, but you can't make a good movie with a bad script. Today we will figure out how to come up with ideas. We don't strive for beauty, we strive for harmony. The second way is to find support. For example, topical visual content is the one that makes viewers feel that you really live like that, and the things that you tell through a picture are important to you. You really dress like that, make up like that, and pose like that. You really visit these places. The viewer should feel that the photo is reality.
Every time asked, or when I need to write who Deep Gaze is for, I feel my heart filled with blood when I write for those who want to become influencers, for those who want to work with clients, because oh my god, this is such a limiting definition, because Deep Gaze is a project for those who just want to be happy, and everyone has their own path to happiness. The cool thing is that when you learn to be happy through creativity, this creativity starts giving you absolutely your own results. For some, this creativity leads to collaborations with brands, collaborations with other creators. For some, this creativity brings happiness in, again, working with clients in script writing. For someone, this visual creativity leads them into music, poetry, words. Everyone finds their own path that brings happiness every day. And Deep Gaze is just a push, a supporting point, a place where you obtain the skill of living with yourself and the skill of seeing what will make you happy. That's it.